My oh my, deadbolt trumps technology. The door is sealed, but this rubbish chute might do. It either leads to the cellar or your grisly death. Or both, I suppose.
Fucking great.
All right, then. Come on out. I'm not going to cut you. Come on. I heard you too. Thanks for the distraction. Gave me the second I needed to take care of this filth.
Jesus, you all right? Boss man was about to carve you up like a kebab, wasn't he?
He was. I'm fine. I just need a second to catch my breath and find my files.
Oh, wait. I recognise you. Caitlin Lau? The police inspector, yeah? We saw your vids. Wicked how you decided to tackle Mary Kelly on your own. Got me starstruck now.
It wasn't always on my own. Who the hell are... You're dead sick, aren't you? You tracked me to the slaughterhouse.
No, we were following our mate. He got taken from the EPC by the Kellys and ended up here. Hard to believe this is where all those missing people ended up. How they ended up.
Then I'm sorry. I don't think there's much hope for finding him alive. The Kellys have got a sick little operation going. A kind of human organ black market. I've been investigating them for months. And they got my fucking files. God, I feel like shit.
You should rest. Let me ring up my mates. One of them will come and get you out of this shithole. I'll go find Angel, and then I'll find your files, yeah? They seem important.
Everything I've gathered on Mary Kelly. Almost enough to take her down.
Shit. We should look into joining forces. Make an alliance of some sort. We want to take that bitch down too.
All right, an operative is on their way to escort Inspector Lau. So, let's find Angel and Inspector Lau's files.
I'll wait for your guy in here, and...
There's no doubt about it. This whole operation is meant to harvest organs. Clan Kelly's chopping off the parts they want and burning the leftovers.
Only none of them were willing donors, were they? Mary Kelly's decided she's just taking what she wants. Fuck me.
Checking it out. Let's move in. Let's scare them out.
Fucking hell, their faces were bashed in. Gotta do one of your facial reconstructions, Bags.
Take a picture and I can run key details past various databases. Negative.
How many people have Clan Kelly put through this? This fucking horror show? We have to put an end to this operation. Mary Kelly's got to go down.
Unfortunately, I must confirm that this is indeed Angel Lopez.
Shit. Angel. He knew the risks. I did too, but... never thought DedSec would get caught up in this. Mary Kelly is preying on London's most vulnerable. She's a fucking monster. Taking her out needs to be a DedSec priority.
Now we need to find Caitlin Lau's case files on Mary Kelly and see if my conjecture may be correct. Could Mary Kelly be in Zero Day? Files. The inspector will be impressed. Now get out of here before someone decides to turn you into minced meat. Chop chop.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
DedSec? Caitlin Lau here. I wanted to thank you. I'd be nothing but an anatomy lesson by now. Or a pile of ashes.
You'll be happy to know that Inspector Lau has been escorted to a nearby refuge and is getting her wounds treated.
I'll be fine. Still a little flighty from whatever they gave me. And frankly, a little stunned that we've joined forces.
I didn't think working with the feds was part of the DedSec lifestyle. But we gotta stop this Kelly twat, so we gotta do whatever it takes.
Exactly. You have an organization, I have information, and some backing from powerful people. Pool our resources, and we might just take her down. Mary Kelly's no petty criminal.
Better contact the lot, Bagley. We need to get files.
I'll sync with Inspector Lau and prepare a briefing. A potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
All right.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now
Why did you
disabled.
come to Great Britain?
There is war in my country.
Some refugees have legitimate claim,
My whole family was killed.
and it's our job to find them.
We're going to grant your application stay.
Auto drive now disabled.
Welcome to Great Britain.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because we don't just protect borders, we protect lives. Sirs, security through care.
Nibbling away on the rotten carpet of a once-free Britain.
Yum yum.
Hello, Resistance fans. You're listening to the Bugs Podcast, the objective voice of objection for this most objectionable world. I am Andy, not my real name, so good luck finding me, Mr. Bloom. My real name is in fact Andrew, and I live in Motorstown, a deluded pseudo-reality of my own making, which is in fact the most densely populated place on Earth these days, overcrowded, some might say. Joining me, as always, my next door neighbour in these Netherlands of nonsense. It's Alice.
Yes, indeed. It is Alice.
I've heard from Inspector Lau. We're ready for the briefing. Kelly heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelly, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kellys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Stopkovich, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy. Oh, give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there is one place she feels comfortable talking. The Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kellys' headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Sandstone is their center of operations. I know the data on that bug will take her down. Get it for me, and I swear I'll put her away forever.
Pushing the coordinates to your optics.
Sabine here, Inspector Lau. I'm curious how you think you can bring Mary Kelly to justice now, with no backing. Even before Albion took over policing, you couldn't lock her up. And she goes on treating humans like cattle.
I had to work within the system. Yes, it was corrupt. I knew it. I just didn't know how bad it was. I thought a strong enough case couldn't be buried.
Sure.
Seriously, what is going on?
I think we should all just relax. One life.
Auto drive now enabled.
On the rotting carcass of a once free Britain.
Yum yum.
Hello, Resistance fans. You're listening to the Bug Podcast, the objective voice of objection for this most objectionable world. I am Andy, not my real name, so good luck finding me, Monsieur Bloom. My real name is, in fact, and I live in, note this down, a deluded pseudo-reality of my own making, which is, in fact, the most densely populated place on Earth these days. Overcrowded, some might say. Joining me, as always, my next-door neighbour in these netherlands of nonsense. It's Alice.
Yes, indeed, it is Alice. Alice, who the bleep is Alice? I am not going to tell you that, but you can just look from the timbre of my voice.
Let's spin the wheel and find out where we're getting today's news from. It's coming from here. I must get a new wheel with at least one other place on it. And the headline today, Alice, our borders are safe. We can all sleep easy in our well-bordered beds. 4,000 illegals were deported last month. These illegal people breaking the law just by existing. And of course, illegality is contagious. It can osmose through your skin just by standing next to an illegal person. So we've got rid of 4,000 of them. My question for you, Alice, is why only 4,000? Is that really enough? I will not feel safe until at least another 75 million people have been deported from this country, and I'm here in Britain on my own.
As a bleeding heart lefty, Andy, I would normally be outraged about this, but really I think mass deportation is a very handy way to break up with a partner. I'm sorry, baby, I love you, but an anonymous source has reported you for snoring really loudly in a French way.
So everyone out, no exceptions, Alice, not even you, it's for the good of the country, everyone out, unless you can prove that your family are in the background of the Bayeux Tapestry cheering on King Harold at the Battle of Hastings in 1066. Get out! Actually, that's not British enough. Unless you can show, unarguably, that your direct bloodline is untainted by anything since before the Romans. Actually, scrap that. Unless your direct ancestor was personally responsible for building Stonehenge, get out of my country. I guess when you look at it, you know, the best ways to stop immigration, apart from, obviously, the end of the world, to make the place you want to stop people coming to as unpleasant as possible. So,
Well, we absolutely are doing that, Andy.
well, you know, fair play to the
Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled.
Security here is state-of-the-art, quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
The recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
What the fuck?
She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors.
Please, I need help.
Fucking idiot. Do you piss everyone off the way you're pissing me off, wanker? Stupid git.
That's it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her. Just look at this place. This is what comes of old crooked money.
The Kelly family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mind fucker.
Shit. Well, at least you don't have a microchip in you. Bitch knew who she was dealing with. You'd never have bowed to her.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
have you? What you done to yourself after everything I've done for you?
You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. Take this thing out.
Back to your old life. Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole. You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
I can't live like this anymore.
No. You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you. Ooh, paying attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to their venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, ma'am. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
Is that initiative I'm smelling, Peter? Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted. Fuck's sake.
This is insane. How did Mary get her hands on this kind of tech? It takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a disease mind, but definitely an ingenious one. Perfect psych profile for a group like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliations aren't my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved. Sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
Fuck! This is a dystopian nightmare, right? Whether you toe the line as a slave or zap, she triggers that microchip and you're a pile of spare parts.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can out of there. The location will be on the invitations. She hasn't sent out the invitation yet, but when she does...
To the drone networks. Give us a heads up when Mary sends out her fleet. Until then, I reckon we're in a holding pattern.
I'll get in touch if I hear about anything else that might interest you. Cheers, DedSec.
All right, fight is hacking this vehicle.
Shite, that was banging. Think I'm getting this DedSec thing?
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be... Since we're waiting for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelly's tasteless theme party, we can finally get back to what really matters, solving the mystery of Zero Day. Who are they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombings?
Tell me what we've got, Bags.
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI detective has 2 leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. But instead of being in it for the lulz, this lot seems to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary. Sound like anyone you know?
Good. I like options. I'll take as many as I can get. All at once.
I've marked both on your optic. The demands of being a DedSec operative are all consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care. And some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha! I hate to interrupt you while you're busy resisting, but I thought you might want to know that one of your operatives just got grabbed off the street and shoved into an unmarked van.
Shit.
Lucky for you, I was able to track down a likely suspect in the few seconds it took you to formulate that angry grunt. She's an avowed enemy of DedSec with a personal grudge against us. Finding her should lead us to our operative.
Of course. Easy peasy.
Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map.
Auto drive now enabled.
Control to all units. Possible hostiles near your location.
Auto drive now disabled.
Control, send emergency vehicles when available.
Suspect is out of the vehicle, maintaining visual.
keep moving. Let's make this... Spider here. Lock it. Oh my god. I'll hunt down this fool.
GPS analysis complete. I've got a bead on our kidnapped operative.
Drop a pin on the map for me, would you?
Shit! That thing's not safe!
Well, that's good. What's happening here?
Our missing operative is here. Oh, and some armed guards too. Fun.
Okay, here goes nothing.
What was that? This spider shouldn't be here. Shut him down. Alarms don't just go off for no reason. I'm looking into this.
Let's see what got the alarm going.
Enter the lockdown.
Searching now. We'll find whoever's controlling the spider.
Our missing operative is here. Oh, and some armed guards too. Fun.
Moving in hostile direction.
Our missing object. Oh, and some armed guards too. Fun.
Control to all units. Possible hostiles near your location.
Investigating. Stand by.
Preparing to intercept vehicle. Control, we are pursuing the suspect. Over. No sign of the target. Over. Received. Returning to HQ. Over.
Lock it down.
Interrupting their services.
Probably long gone, but let's search anyway. Right, close this fucker down.
I'll back you up.
Possible hostile at your location. Received. Keep by the book. Over. Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect? Over.
Can anyone see the suspect?
A moment ago. Cover me, little spider. Direct hit.
We are in pursuit. I say again, in pursuit. Negative. No sign of the target yet.
Any sign of the target? Anyone? Checking their hiding. They must be over here. Shot fired! I am in a shitload of trouble! Control, we have a visual on the suspect.
Control, we are unsighted of suspect. Over. I better start looking around. That alarm doesn't go off for no reason.
Fucker could be anywhere.
Right, get her out.
Terminating the search. Control. Put out an APW.
enough. Calling the search off for now.
Looks like you avoided them. Our friend is back in fighting shape and another enemy is thwarted. Nicely done.
What's up with her, Bagley?
Albion's been following her around like an amorous teenager who thinks that persistence is a replacement for personality. They're raiding all the locations in her recent GPS history.
My curiosity is piqued. DedSec might want to investigate.
Got it. I've tracked down an officer who was at the most recent raid. You can scrape their optic for intel.
Business. The whole damn building, and I had no idea. I showed up one day. Please. For this vehicle.
I'm a hacked vehicle. Search for the offender.
I'll take over.
All units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area. Over.
Monitoring for unusual activity.
Where did they go? Shit!
That's it. I'm calling off the pursuit.
will be okay. Everything will be okay.
I'm here.
That brilliant Albion goon left their optic on passive listening mode. Must have skipped counter-surveillance day in fascist school. They might have recorded something about our prospect.
Right, I'll get you that data.
Fucking Albion dogs think you're tough shit, innit? You're just some wanker that got...
As a patrol vehicle.
Of course. Make sure there's room at the processing centre, over.
Found him.
That's gonna be hard to explain.
Quadrant clear. Moving to assist. What's next? Careful.
I've had enough. Stand down.
Stop! That's where I saw them.
Let's find this wanker.
Moving on. Stay sharp. Search the area.
Nothing to report. Checking elsewhere. Give it up. We ain't gonna do this. Come on, let's go.
There's no sign of it. Send a description with the report. Right, let's spread out and look.
Hold it. I'm putting it stop.
Well done. Now get out of there so we can take a look at what you've got.
Sorry, I needed this and also wanted it.
Just as I thought. Take a listen to this.
You find the drugs, Cash?
It was right where you said. Aren't we lucky?
Told you not to worry. We've got that acid over a barrel. The goods will always be where they need to be.
That's a piss-poor attempt at coded language, isn't it? It seems I was wrong. The woman we're after isn't being hunted by Albion. She's planting evidence for them.
I'll go have a word with her. Bagley, broker a meeting.
Auto drive is not available.
Awaiting anti-protest report. They surrender to our personnel. There will be consequences for those who fail to comply. units will be disbanded. Gatherings of more than 5 humans is a crime. Albion will protect at all costs.
Something's wrong with that. Shut it down.
Get your head over your arse. All right, I give up.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location.
Received. I have eyes on the firearm. Over.
Suspect left the vehicle, maintaining visual.
Auto drive now enabled.
Take the vehicle out, now!
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Time to pick up where your teammate left off. I'm sure they'll thank you once they stop eating through a tube.
Bastards. Bagley, make a note of the little shit responsible. For later.
Right, let's find out what's it's then. Just about there.
Looking for...
We're back at it again, folks. The only game in town worth your time. Society's crumbling, institutions fumbling. Come and see a couple of fighters take it out on each other. A solid hit! That's the shit we like to see. Am I right, people? Hold on. Did you all see that monster hit on the stream? Fucking hell!
Who's up for a pint of meatball?
Stupid amateur.
Almost knocked their teeth right out! Oh my God! What absolutely disgusting it is! Are you watching at home, online, on the street? Are you here live to feel the heat, the sweat, the blood? Wherever you are, this is the most exciting thing you'll see all day. Oh shit! Could that be the win right now? Oh shit! And that's a solid blow there. And that's a hit.
I'm right here.
One for the record books. They're getting murdered in there. Well, that's what happens when you're shit. I want to hear that energy, folks. I want to hear the love and the hate. Get hype. The fighters step into the limelight. Take a look at those faces. Place your bets straight the fuck in. Come on, then. Oh, they're going to feel that hit in the morning if they wake up. But fucking wild blood! Oh my God! Just like a proper live highlight reel. Now that's entertainment, and one massive blow to our fighter. That's right, you know him, you love him. His old man was a fighter and his gaffer. He's here with a ton to prove and representing his jobs. Let's hear it.
This'll be a laugh.
Shut up!
An unbelievable blow. I don't know how anyone will come back from that. Oh, that hit looked like it fucking hurt. Oh, now that's what I'm
You know who I am?
about.
I fucking run these ends
From a solid fire.
You're in. Let's find the thing. Just about there.
Place your bets, fight lovers. Here they come. Purveyors of violence and mayhem. They're poised, they're ready, they're wild and unsteady. Get on your feet, let them hear. Now that's what I'm talking about. Solid strike from a solid fight. Almost got their teeth out. Oh, they're gonna feel that hit in the morning if they wake up. Oh yes, knockdown. That was a lovely knockdown. Oh, I can taste the tension in here. Our fighters are ready, are you? Well, you'd better be. Bets are closed and we're ready to run. Oh my God! What absolutely disgusting! Unbelievable blow! Don't know how anyone will come back from that. Are you watching at home, online, on the street? Are you here live to feel the heat, the sweat, the blood? Wherever you are, this is the most exciting thing you'll see all day. Just like a proper live highlight reel. Oh shit! Could that be the win right now? Now that's entertainment. And one massive blow to our fighter. Nobody loves a good hard fight more than our next fighter. A hooligan since birth. He's aggro. He's a proper show. Don't take your eyes off the stage or the screen.
Show me what you've got.
Whoa, that hit fucking hurt. They're getting murdered in there. Fucking wild blow, oh my God. Oh shit, and that's a solid blow there. Oh shit, what an absolutely disgusting blow! Did you all see that monster hit on the stream? Fucking hell! But fucking wild blow, oh my God! Oh shit, and that's a solid blow there. Absolute legend, here to spoil dreams and crush hopes. That's why you bet on the underdog.
Nothing wrong with taking taking a chance, making a little money. Really? No. Yeah, Racist. Fucking shot.
Someone's hacked this. Scan the area.
I hate putting Mary Kelly on the back. She continues to destroy lives with those microchips, but for now, we've no choice.
Then perhaps it's time to have a closer look at the elephant in the room. Nigel Cass, billionaire warmonger and current CEO of our local horde of thugs, Albion PMC.
Cass certainly profited most from the bombings. We can inspire London to resist from now till forever, but it still won't break Albion's grip on the city. Not with Cass at the top.
I suppose you're suggesting we take down the man in charge of the PMC that has locked down the entire city. An appealing notion, but how do we possibly begin?
Bag Cass's armor. An insider, ex-friend with an axe to grind. He'd be an asset if we can find and convince him to work with us. Come to the safe house. We'll talk it through.
I could really use a tipple and a wank.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government, led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
The timing of that is rather convenient.
It is. So that's two reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Bilardi's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Bilardi before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Bilardi. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
I don't know who they're coming for next, but people's gonna have to watch out. Yeah, man, I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's fuckery. Bad for them, man.
How do you do?
Yeah, man, what you saying?
Hello, how are you? Hello?